Here with Kingfisher coach Jeff Myers. Coach, gas prices a big concern this week. I know it's been talked about a little bit already. How have gas prices affected things at Kingfisher High School so far?
Well, it's going to affect us this year more so than in the years past, because with us moving down to 2A, we have increased our travel considerably, going to places like Alva, Newkirk, Perry, and which is a lot longer drive for us. We're used to kind of being around the city schools and stuff like the Tuttles and Newcastles and everything. So it's also going to probably put us in a position where we're going to have to, instead of taking so many vehicles, we're usually taking two buses, a short bus and a Suburban or something. We're probably going to have to consolidate some people and cram a few more people on buses, so we're not taking so many vehicles.
So even the coaches are going to have to jump aboard the yellow buses?
That's right. We'll be riding on the yellow buses, and we'll probably be doubling up in seats. We usually get our own seats, so those people are going to have to probably double up in seats.
And I know in October, superintendents are going to get together, talk about if there's any solutions that can help that out a little bit. I know in football it's probably not going to affect you all as much because the 10 games are set and you've got 2 years of district play already lined up. But do you see any changes coming out of those meetings?
No, honestly, not for us. I think the only thing that probably could come into play is if they try to split costs with athletic budgets. I know they set a budget for the school pays for the fuel and all that kind of stuff. The only thing I could see that maybe they try to relieve that cost a little bit on their side would be using some of the activity money that we have in our account. Now, if that were to happen, that kind of sets us back a little bit as far as stuff that we buy for the kids, equipment wise, and things of that nature. But I would say that would probably be the last thing that they would probably look at.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate you joining us this week.
You bet.
Here with Capitol Hill boys basketball coach Donnie Tooley. Coach, gas prices a big concern this week, a topic of conversation. How have they affected things at Capitol Hill so far?
Well, we won't exactly know until we get back into the school year and know exactly what money's budgeted for transportation. But I know we've already had some discussions about that we'll have to cut back certain sports, not as go as much, especially taking out of town business and stuff. So,
do you think that'll affect basketball at all there?
No, I don't think so.
I know basketball a source of pride for Capitol Hill, obviously, and one of the better sports there. But how do you see it affecting some of the smaller sports, especially in the spring when there's so many of them going on?
Yeah, the non-revenue sports will probably be affected the most. Probably what we'll do in the district is be more centralized, have more events for the kids there in the school district, and so we won't have to spend as much on transportation. But hopefully the gas prices will keep going down.
Hopefully they've dropped, I guess, about 10-15 cents in the last week. Hopefully that'll keep up and everybody will save some money.
I hope so.
Appreciate you joining us, Coach.
Thank you.
Here with Edmond Santa Fe's Dan Kokenauer. Coach Kokenauer, big topic this week is gas prices. How have they affected Edmond Santa Fe athletics this year?
I don't think we've really seen too much with it right now. I think we're getting ready to. I think they had everything budgeted out last year, but I really see a big change as far as using school vehicles, things like this, where you're going to have to start paying for that, and as far as going to clinics and stuff, which I can see that. But as far as buses, I don't think we're lucky that we're not in a situation like the smaller schools where that's part of their main budget is that, and it eats it up a lot. So we're very fortunate where we're at right now.
And the superintendents will meet in October, I guess, to talk about this a little bit more. Do you see any changes coming out? Obviously, football probably won't be affected, but maybe some of the other sports?
Because football, you're already kind of guaranteed over 10, or as far as 2 years for your 10 games and stuff. But, I think what you're going to really see is that the other sports where they play 20, 25, 30 games, like baseball and basketball, I can really see that kind of having an effect on them. I think you're going to see more in basketball. Personally, I think you'll see more where you have those festivals where you go 4 or 5 teams going in one place and playing, or that type of deal there. So, and baseball, I really see that having an effect on them too. But football, I think it's going to be harder just because we already got those games lined up as far as what you're doing every 2 years. So, I think in the playoffs, though, you're going to see more people wanting to play instead of going across the state to play, where you're going to see more going back the way it was, where you're playing local areas.
Wait until the semifinals and finals to cross bracket.
I really see that could be something in the future because of gas prices.
All right, Coach. Well, I sure appreciate you joining us.
No problem. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it.
We're here with Red Oak coach Trey Booth. Coach, a big topic of conversation this week at the coaches convention is gas prices. I know they talked about it a little bit this morning, but how have gas prices affected things down at Red Oak?
Well, I mean, it's going to affect us. We have to travel. I mean, we're down there in southeastern Oklahoma, kind of a little bit out in the rural areas where we have to travel an hour and a half to play anybody, basically. And so I know it's going to put a cramp on us because we probably played 20, 25 games last year. We traveled, at least an hour. But our administration, our board, I mean, we'll find a way. We'll have fundraisers. We'll do something. I mean, we're not happy about it. I think it's ridiculous for gas prices to be that way. I've got a lot of kids that go home, work on the farm, have to come back. I know it's going to put a cramp on everybody, just like it has this summer. But I don't think it'll affect us as far as our number of games or our travel, but we'll have to find another way to pay for it.
And obviously you have to get creative a little bit in trying to find ways to do that and trying to find ways to get the schedule set up.
Well, that's what we've already looked at, maybe, going somewhere on Friday, spending the night, sleeping in the gym, and getting up and playing again on Saturday just to cut down the travel a little bit. Because you're just cheating the kids if you cut the number of games or cut our travel down. We're not getting to play as good a competition.
Well, hopefully everybody will find a way to work around it and still get to experience as rich of an athletic experience as they can.
You bet. We definitely will.
Coach, we appreciate you joining us.
Okay, thank you.